This is merely a catch-up video to let you know that I've not given up making videos, but real life got in the way recently. First of all, early last year, my mother got ill, really ill. For anyone who disrespects the UK National Health Service, all I can say is that you don't know how lucky you are to have it. The way they fought for my old mum and the level of care they had, even though she's very, very old, it was truly humbling, and they managed to get her back to health, and to date, it's a happy ending. One day on the way to visit her at the local hospital, I filmed this Northwest Air ambulance. This is my pet charity. It's completely funded by donations, and if your area doesn't have one, then I suggest you start such a charity. This person being taken to hospital will have a helicopter ride and an ambulance and a complete hospital care to the very highest standard. This person won't have to pay a single penny for any of it, and our taxes are no higher than anyone else's. Shortly after that, I had to go to Germany. This is Frankfurt Airport, which is like a city in itself. The main corridor under the airport must be 1 kilometre long. It's truly impressive and stunningly unergonomic. Fortunately, being German, you won't have to stay there very long because it's so efficient you're in and out before you can die of starvation or the need for decent coffee. Then came the Edinburgh Fringe. Again, if you get to see a company called Barber Shopera, they're absolutely hilarious, and it's well worth the plane fare just to see them. The whole of Edinburgh during the Fringe becomes one big party with streets blocked off and free shows. The architecture in Edinburgh is amazing and looks much better on those rare occasions when the sun shines. But the food is terribly overpriced and possibly, in my opinion, the poorest quality in any European city I've ever visited, with the possible exception of Wrocław in Poland.
Do you get the gist? We're just the best game camp on the list. All the fun stuff right here. Harry Potter, yes, 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 Harry Potter. Wish you were here.
Then came a quick visit to Trinidad and Tobago. I don't have too much to say about this, but Tobago is truly beautiful and moderately priced. This is the boat trip to something called the Nylon Pool. This is a submerged beach about a mile out to sea that's bright luminescent green, and the water's so warm it's like having a bath. Trinidad is a bit more industrial and crowded, and I have to say it can be unsafe in certain areas. But if you go with a package tour or with locals, you'll be fine. Corruption levels are low and the people are warm and friendly and funny. The coconuts you buy off the back of the roadside trucks are wonderful, They just chop them up and you drink them or scoop the jelly out, and it's so soft, and you can sometimes drink it with a splash of rum, fruit and sugar from an ice box, and it's just like a little bit of heaven. Then came the Moscow trip. It was a rather painful breakup with my Russian girlfriend. The UK government just won't let a Russian into the country if they work in a job where cash wages are paid and they don't give you wage slips. Unfortunately, again, that's what happens with waitresses in third world countries. They just don't get rights. So, having no future together, she let me go. I could never have done it the other way around, so she perhaps did me a kindness. I think she also thought she could do better in Russia now that I've established her in a flat and a job there. Disturbingly as well, something happens to people when they move to Moscow. She became remarkably unlibertarian and pro-Putin and anti-Pussy Riot. Basically, everything I don't stand for. These things happen, so it's time to move on. My future in the short term will be in the Caribbean. I have to go where the business takes me. I probably won't have time to make videos, even though I do have plenty of things I want to talk about. But I'll still be on YouTube from time to time. And time permitting, I'll keep the channel going. See you around.